What's going on, leaders of Manna Church? My name is Elliot Diaz, the Connections Pastor here, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, this is another RSVP for my Manna Connection night, or RSVP for the Leaders Dinner, and it's not. Those will come in the future, in a couple of months, but not now. Really, I just wanted to share my heart once a month, in what I'm calling a small group moment, where I just share some encouragement, and just have practical talk on small group leadership. So when I was in the Army, in one of my assignments, I had a supervisor, who was all about themselves. Every project that the section did, she ensured that she received the accolades for, and not the people in the section. Morale was low, and you've probably been in similar situations where, the supervisor is just all about them, um, and not about the section, not about the people. And as a result, you can imagine, we had one employee who quit. It was a civilian employee who ended up quitting, and another, who asked to be removed from the section and go to another section. And so, what was the root of that? Why did that take place? And that's what I want to talk about today. The supervisor did not have a heart for the people in her section. As small group leaders, we often we start out well. We start out with our heart toward God and say, Lord, you know what? Whoever you give me, whatever type of person, however many number of them, I'm going to give it all. I'm going to do it all for your glory. And then what happens is you start meeting these people. um, After my Manic Connection night, you start connecting with these people, and they come to your small group, and then you start having to prepare, your lesson, or your devotional thought, whatever it is, for your small group, and it starts to sometimes conflict with the rest of the routine, the rest of your life rhythm. And the truth is, um, you start saying things like, "Man, either they don't appreciate me, or um, they're not." I'm noticing some conflict between this individual and that individual and me. Um, and all this really boils down to mismanaged expectations. But I really want to talk about three ways that we can gain and keep a heart for those that we serve, for those that God gave to us for this season. And the first is to pray. Ultimately, the people in your small group are there, um, because God ordained it. And the people in your small group are God's. So if you pray, God, give me your heart for your people. Let me see them through your eyes. Believe that He will begin to shift your heart toward them. The second is focus. Focus on them versus the me. See, the moment you start focusing on me, you're always going to want more of me. Um, and so intentionally focus on them. Focus on serving them. Focus on viewing them through God's eyes. Focus on taking them to their next level. And thirdly, surrender your mismanaged expectations, or surrender your expectations. Because a lot of times, we say, in our minds, we want a certain number, we want a certain individual or individuals, and the truth is, surrender those to God and say, Lord, I surrender these expectations, and I ask you, God, give me your heart for these people. May I lead them as you would lead through me. And I think, to put it in perspective, in Acts 20, verse 28, at the end of the verse there, it's talking about, it says, pay careful attention to yourselves and to all the flock, in which the Holy Spirit has made you overseers, to care for the church of God, which He obtained with His own blood. So leaders, influencers of Manna Church, God chose you to care for those that He purchased. God chose me to care for those that He purchased. Not only is that an honor to serve in, but that really puts it in perspective. The people in your small group were purchased by God, and so my prayer is that I and we will gain a heart and keep a heart for those that He gave us, and ultimately His heart for those that He gave us. So love you guys, bless you. I appreciate all that you do as influencers here at Manna Church. And I look forward to speaking to you next time. You have any questions, of course, you can always call or email. We'll love to speak with you. So until we meet again, take care.